Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have another bomb reading, Sagittarius. And I say that because I have the money path, and this is a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Yeah, right here. So yeah, keep looking, all right? And keep looking for that money path. Maybe you are going through changes, Sagittarius. We have the Aries solar eclipse, right? And so this talks about opportunities, but the energy right now for the collective is Pluto and Aquarius. This is changes already because we know Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth, right? So this is always about profound changes. Yeah, and so, we're in Aries season as well. And so Aries is all about starting new things, new beginnings, taking action, and kind of jumping into new things for, for the thrill of it sometimes, right? Or for something that's very exciting, right? Because we know this because of the Fool, right? The Fool is Aries energy. He is a perfect archetype of what Aries is all about, right? So let's get into this. You could be going through changes, Sagittarius. We have ripeness, we have the fighting card, and the mind. So, the ripeness is the cherry tree, or it really looks like a plum tree to me, because I know that because we have them outside, but not really sure. But this is, something's ripe for the taking, right? And then we have fighting and mind. And so the mind is a jumbled mind here. And, somebody's in this energy here where their head is burning with a headache. It looks like it's about regret because we have fighting. And this fighting card, Sagittarius, talks about, you can see the man with a very mean look on his face with like rage. And he's wearing armor and he's clenching his fists. And so this can talk about somebody who, this may be yours or somebody else's energy, right? Yeah, this could be. But that card talks about somebody who may have been angry, or they deal with situations kind of like with rage or a bad temper, or you talk to somebody in a mean way. I feel like there's regret here and somebody wants to forgive themselves. I feel like it's whoever wants to come forward. I feel like that's what's going on here. Because it does, unless you are doing this, right? Maybe you have been fighting with yourself about a new path. You could, because of all the astrological alignments that I was just touching on, right? Major changes, Pluto is death and rebirth, so this is profound changes and transformation. And Aquarius is, ruled by Uranus. And this is about change and innovation, doing things in a new way, being inventive, could be being eccentric, and that's okay, kind of doing things your way, right? And so there's going to be a lot of changes here, right? And people could be kind of unrestricting themselves about change. Like maybe you wanted something for a long time, and maybe you didn't have the courage, or whatever the situation was, Sagittarius. You could just be, basically saying, basta, I'm going to do this, right? And this kind of energy is making us kind of astrologically squeeze out things that no longer serve us, or even things that are just boring to us, right? Even if they are very comfortable and we do them well, we just might feel like a new path is in order. And there's something like that going on definitely in this reading, right? A new path for you, Sagittarius, or a new path for you with somebody else, a new path for you on your own, and a new path with somebody else as well. Yeah, all those, right? And could be one of three, but I feel like it's change in your personal life, your career. I feel like it's change with somebody, possibly romantically as well. We have expect powerful change. Here's the new moon eclipse. Yeah. And so, yes, and that's interesting because we have that coming. Yeah, that card, I just pulled these cards randomly. And you're very close to achieving your goals with the gibbous moon. Yes, you're very close, Sagittarius. So this is interesting because I feel like this reading is telling you on some level to go do something that you really want to do, right? It does look like that. It also looks like there could be somebody romantic here. I mentioned the money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. yeah, this could be, with kind of, like if you are trying to change your career because of all these changes, or your job, or just something that you are really trying to change. And, if you do it, kind of, you will find a money path waiting for you. I mean, that's really great, right? We are being pushed to kind of accept change and step out of our comfort zones, right? Where we just kind of keep doing the same thing, although, as I said, it might not even be serving people anymore, right? Yeah. And then we have the broken ring. All right. So this is parting of the ways in either romance or business. And this is what I mean about these endings, right? And here are the moon cards showing up here for you. And so, yeah, for those of you who are watching this as a love reading, because I feel like there is love here. I feel like somebody loves you. I feel like somebody thinks possibly you're either thinking it's ripe for a change with your career, or somebody here is thinking it's ripe to come forward, but there's some regret here. Either there's regret, or maybe somebody is fighting themselves on what they want to do with their career or their life, because we have powerful change and we have a parting of the ways, either romance or business. It could be both, right? You could be maybe leaving somebody behind here that just, it's familiar and it feels, comfortable, but it's just not really good anymore. It could be happening in this reading. It could be somebody who wants to be with you who's doing this as well, because for me it looks like there's two dynamics here, very similar dynamics, but two things going on. So let's see what else we have, and we're going to pull these tarot cards as we go. And at the end of the reading, we will pull 3 cards very randomly from this deck here, which is the shaman cards. Yeah, Secrets of the Shaman, I believe. And let's see what else we have. That may not be the exact name. No, it may not be, but that's okay. As long as we get your name right, Sagittarius, right? Let's see what we have, you guys. And let's see what we have for Sagittarius, please. And I hope you guys are all well as we get into, the 8th minute here of the reading. We have the 9 of Wands. Yes, we do. And so he's trying to keep the wolf out. Like he feels like there's a wolf that is kind of threatening him, or trying to come in and maybe create trouble. We have the 2 of Swords. Let's see what else we have. 8 of Wands reversed. So in the past, Sagittarius, you either had change on your mind regarding your career, or change with this person, whoever they are in this reading, because the Page of Swords sits in the past. And, he's all about, he's like, he can be an overthinker sometimes. He's very curious. He wants to know what's going on, right? He can be like, this is why sometimes he is considered like a detective, or somebody who's snooping and, looking at your information, things like that. The Page of Swords, right? And let's see what else we have. The 9 of Cups is here, and it shows up in the near future. This is dating and invitations and making offers in this deck. He's pouring the 7th cup, and maybe they're coming in 2 days or 2 weeks, or, it just depends here. But this is happening. Somebody is going to invite you somewhere here. This could be the person who wants forgiveness, because the fighting card is about basically forgiveness. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Let's see what we have. And the Ace of Swords is reversed. OMG. And we have the Fool in the outcome. So we have expect powerful change. We are in Aries season, and you're going to be stepping into something new, Sagittarius. Definitely with the Fool in the outcome. So this is true. Expect powerful change, and you could be stepping into new career or into a love relationship with somebody. And somebody, you could be leaving somebody, but this person could be coming back. Somebody could be returning to you, and this is the person who is kind of feeling regretful, maybe about fighting with you. or being mean to you or something like that, but I feel like they are attempting to forgive themselves, and it's difficult. It could look like that, and that may be your energy. But this parting of the ways in either romance or business, somebody else could be, this person who wants forgiveness could be parting with somebody too, right? Because if we have somebody else's energy here, that could be them, right? It could. We'll definitely see when we pull these three oracle cards for them, right? Yeah, so we have the Nine of Wands. It's usually a threat, and the Two of Swords is with it. You could be, if you are thinking about somebody here, you could be wondering if they are letting something threaten them. Maybe the fear, right? The fear, because this card kind of talks about fear here, where he's holding, kind of fighting back against the fear. This is a threat, right? The wolf is trying to get in here, and it's a very evil, not evil, but angry wolf. And the Two of Swords is with it. So here you are, Sagittarius. You could be wondering if this person will have courage, possibly. Or if they maybe feel too threatened to come forward. Because if there's forgiveness here, maybe this person has done something to you. There's forgiveness and regret in this reading. That somebody somebody wants forgiveness here, and there's some type of regret when we see this fighting next to the mind card, where the mind is all jumbled, and this guy's head is on fire because of doubts and fears, and and maybe the past or whatever he has done, right? So the Two of Swords is here. Let's see what it says in this particular deck. The Two of Swords is typically a stalemate, or I'm not sure what to do. It can be kind of things are out of my control, kind of, or it could be also somebody who feels blocked. Yeah. Let's see what we have here. And here we go. In this one, it is faith and belief and confidence. See, it's not like a stalemate. It's the exact opposite in this deck here, basically, right? So this is faith and belief here, confidence, discernment, discrimination, decisions. Yeah, it can also be initiation, trying something new here. I feel like what you are doing, Sagittarius, is you're wondering here if you're going to have a romance with somebody here, most likely here. I also feel like you are kind of, because the Page of Swords sits here with it, right? As I said, the curious page, right? But I also feel like you are like, you put the swords down in this card, like, you know what? It's out of my hands. If somebody's going to come forward, if this person will come forward, then fine. Then, and if they don't, kind of, well, then fine, right? It looks like that energy. It looks like also with regards to maybe business or your career, or, whatever you are doing to take care of yourself, it could be this energy where, like, you know what, there's going to be, I'm going to have to deal with some fear, or kind of, maybe I'll feel threatened a little bit, kind of, but you look like in order to have change in your life, right? Because we have expect powerful change, and you are very close to achieving your goal. So you have a goal here in your reading, right? And so, as I said, a lot of people are going to be kicked out of jobs they have, kicked out of relationships. I don't mean necessarily, with somebody's leg or foot. No, by way of the divine and the planetary alignments that just won't allow kind of stagnation anymore. Yeah, they won't allow that. And they won't allow, the planets will not allow kind of this feeling of, well, this is easy to do, and it's been successful, but it's not serving me anymore, right? And I'm not thrilled about it anymore. I'm not excited, and I want to have passion about my work, something like that. You could just be like moving on from something. So this kind of energy can talk about that, right? Like, there's going to be, it could be this energy, right? Yeah, there will be threats, or, I might have to, like, as I move forward, just try to keep the fear away from me, or keep the, just try to go with the flow, and, and keep your courage, because there's courage in this reading. We see it at the end of the reading with the Fool. The Fool, not the Fool. Yeah, he's not a fool. He's a fool, right? What a fool believes, right? Like the song says. And so, which is interesting, right, in itself, right? That's a different type of fool, basically. But here we have courage, uh, and the devil shows up in your reading. So there is some type of also, it could be you, but this could be coming into play or unfolding where this other person possibly feels very, uh, very stuck. And I'm doing this reading from the point of view, or from the aspect that this is, or angle that this is your reading. But since we have what's going to be unfolding, and we see somebody here, there is somebody in this reading, I believe. Yeah, I believe there is. And for those of you who are single, then these are all your energies, right? Where something you kind of regret doing, or you want to step into something that is ripe, or you think the time is ripe. So it's time. You can expect this powerful change if you really kind of accept this Aries energy with the Fool here, right? The Fool. Yeah. So let's see what else we have. And we have the Devil, Sagittarius, and this is bondage or restriction. And this is showing up in what you are focusing on, possibly, right? If you are focusing on this bondage, if you are, or this chain fear, if you are doing that, some people could be focusing on kind of fear one day, and then the next day, oh, hell no, I'm going to do this, right? Excuse me. Heck no, right? Yeah, let's see what else we have. Yeah, because there's this energy in this reading, like, I'm going to do this. There's some type of energy here. Here's the Chariot with it. Yeah, somebody, this is kind of feeling restricted here, but, and maybe some fear here, but like getting here. And this can be about major desire, right? Yeah. It can be about major desire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with the Chariot with it, right, is basically it's somebody who is taking control of their life because of desire and passion. Like, I have to go for this, right? I'm gonna, even though there could be fear here, I'm gonna go for this, right? Yeah, I feel like this is a great reading because this shows a level of knowingness and discernment, and kind of pushing away the logical energy in a way. The logical energies here are the rational mind, which says, hey, I feel like I need change, or I want this particular thing. But at the same time, the logical mind can bring up fear. But, the emotional, not the emotional, the psychic mind, the spiritual mind says, hey, you have to be open to change if you want blessings to come to you, or do you want to stay over here where it's stagnant, right? Yeah. So the Page of Swords shows up here. We have the Eight of Pentacles that is reversed here, and this shows up in the past. Mm-hmm. And this could be you wondering. This could be you all about this. Like, I don't really have desire for this anymore. I feel like what you want, though, in terms of romance, Sagittarius, you want somebody to make change in their life and come forward. I feel like you do. Yeah. And we see the new moon eclipse. Sometimes this is kind of difficult energy, but eclipses are about opportunities. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we see you are very close to achieving your goal. Somebody in this reading might be breaking up with somebody to come be with you, and they could be regretting where they've been. It could be in this reading. We have the Eight of Wands. This is delays and disruptions. It could be breakups. It could reversed Eight of Wands in this deck. And so this is what you want. Yeah. You either want to separate from something, or you want this person to separate from somebody else. Yeah, and this could be what is in your favor. And this is why I'm saying this as well. This breakup or stagnation or delays or disruptions or something like that energy here, because a delay can kind of refer to, let me grab this tea, you guys. Excuse me. A delay can sometimes refer to stagnation, right? Excuse me. Yeah, so something's being pushed out, pushed away. It's not going to, yeah, and this is what's in your favor as well. Yeah, here's a Nine of Cups in the near future. This is invitations and dating. This person's going to be calling you here, unless you are inviting somebody else out, right? And the Sun card is with it. And so, I'm going to cover these two little kids here. But, the Sun card is with it, Sagittarius. And somebody, I feel like, is bringing you some type of an illumination. I'm pretty sure here. And, this could also be with regards to romance. This person could be, it's possible that this person here was like kind of afraid here that you wouldn't invest in them. Page of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles reversed in the past. Maybe it's you who was afraid. This can be about investing. This could be afraid to invest or devote your time to somebody or devote your love to somebody as well, right? But you have the Sun with the Nine of Cups in the near future. It doesn't get any more beautiful, because I believe somebody is going to tell you something here, reveal. There's going to be an illumination here about, and they're going to invite you out, because it shows up here with the Nine of Cups. Here's the Sun again, and showing up here with the Nine of Cups, which is, it's a wish coming true, but in this deck, it is more like, it's more of an invitation or an offer. So they have something to tell you, Sagittarius. The Four of Cups is your advice. And here's the man. He's drinking indulgently from one cup. He's going to drink these other three cups. You can tell by his body language. So right here, Sagittarius, this is somebody who is going to really want to indulge and enjoy with you, right? Yeah. And so that is, this is in your advice. Yeah, this is what somebody wants to tell you as well. Wow. And you have the Five of Pentacles reversed here. Let's have a look at that. I feel like this talks about, let's see here, because it's typically, let me back in. And this is showing up in your environment. Let's see their version. This author has a different way of looking at things. She sure does. She probably has a really interesting chart, right? As a writer or a creator. Let's see what it says. And this is Troubles in Love. And this is in your environment. So this here, Sagittarius, unless you're breaking up with somebody, there's another breakup going on for this to come together. And this is what I mean about something's being squeezed out here, and it is in your favor, I believe. You could also be squeezing things out of your professional life. Like, I don't want that anymore. I want to do something new. Ace of Swords reversed. This can talk about, sometimes it talks about an ending, but in this deck, it talks about, let's see what we have here. In the reverse here is dullness, indecision. Yeah. In the upright, it is clarity in making a decision, right? Illogic, poor judgment. Yeah, that's what I thought here. So this is your hopes and fears, and you're hoping that this person will make a decision here. You could also be hoping to, maybe a decision you're making. It was like, I hope it's the right one, right? If you feel it, right, then it should be the right one, right? I don't mean like if you're sitting logically and you have your, you have a little pros and cons list out. No, I don't mean that way, right? No. And so we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is in your hopes and fears. This is indecision. You're hoping, because this talks about maybe poor judgment in the reverse. You're hoping this person will not be undecided. And maybe you are kind of hoping that that you won't use poor judgment in a situation. But I feel like this is you in your reading, going through changes, kind of waiting for somebody, for some, and somebody who's going through their own ending, I believe. And this is going to be powerful change, like the kind of change that changes your life from like one day it's this way and the next day it's entirely different, right? Now you're going to move somewhere brand new. I feel like it is. And in your outcome is the Fool. So here you are taking these steps, having the Fool. You're with your little dog there, Sagittarius. I don't know if you have a dog, but you're taking action here. You could also be hoping this person will not be undecided and they will take action, because the Fool shows up in your reading. It may be this person as well, right? It could be. And now when we look at the cards, Sagittarius, we have to understand here that each card can have several meanings, not just one. So, if you're learning how to do tarot and you kind of look in a book and you see 5 different meaning. Sometimes they are relevant and sometimes only one or two are. Yeah, that's just how it is. And right now, very spontaneously, we're going to go to your person's extended and we're going to pull their cards here, and we will finish this. We will finish this in the next, in their extended, and this will be a 10-card spread. And let's look at their current energy, Sagittarius. Show me the current energy of Sagittarius's person. For Sagittarius's person, and one more time for Sagittarius's person. And we have Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. So your person here is trying to change pain into joy. Transmuting pain, that's what it is. It's a change. And they are suffering or something, right? They are going through something really hard right now. It really could be a breakup, because we see the broken ring here, parting of the ways in either romance and business or business. And then we also see fighting and the mind. And, you know, this person could actually be fighting with somebody. They could be, right? And they feel like maybe their relationship is falling apart and this is the right time to come forward. And we don't mean because somebody's like using you. We don't mean that. We mean, hey, this isn't working out over here. And maybe, like I was talking about the Aries energy, right? Pluto and Aquarius, all that energy that is that we are all living, right? It's, hey, this isn't working out anymore, and now I'm going to take advantage of it and transmute my pain. Fool's embrace. So your person is embracing the fool, like, I'm doing this. Yeah. Let's see what else we have showing up for them. And they have the farther gate, bold step forward. So here they are coming through the gate, Sagittarius, and, you know, it's a bold step because they're coming from something difficult. I also feel like they might regret what they have done to you in the past or said to you or treated you or something. But the farther gate means I'm really taking a huge, it's almost like a paradigm shift. I'm changing my whole life. So that sits in their challenge. It also sits in their supporting energy. It's just like the energy I'm talking about, right? You have to have some courage to step into something new. There's always a feeling of the unknown, but hey, let's see why it's all happening for them. And we have skywriting the fates. So this person feels like you are fated for them. Yeah, this is going to be a great extended. We're going to end this now. We're also going to have their tarot spread, Sagittarius, their tarot spread, where we will be showing all the cards. We will. But their tarot spread will be how they feel about you. It's going to be what's challenging them, their environment. We're going to see their hopes and fears, their desires or their doubts, right? Things like that. Also, what's hiding, or what's not hiding, but what's unknown about your person. We will see that. We're going to see what's on their mind as well. And we're going to look at their past and, you know, all these and their concerns, all these things. They're all super affordable. I beg your pardon. And I have the link below in the extended, in the description box, rather, Sagittarius, not in the extended. Yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here.